But so much of me is wrong, out of place. You might be too late.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. And welcome to hell. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, K-Max, when did you get in here? I updated my chat thingy. It's a little too low there. Hello, hello. Wait, hang on a second. Okay, so I have a combined chat here now. If I type in here, is it gonna send me through which account? It's sending me through my Twitch account. Wait, both? What the heck? Okay, that's pretty cool. If I only want to type on one, I'll go to each individual. Okay. I see. So if I want to make an announcement or something on both, I would do this. Okay. Hello, hello. It's a little too low. However, let me put that higher. Make it a little higher than that. Let's do that. Okay. And lastly, I still gotta do... Oh, I have way too many items, so... Way too many things that I gotta send my alerts to. How have you been, K-Max? It has been a while. I have been busy. I am pretty sure you have also been quite busy. Let's see, I gotta do this guy, and I gotta do this guy. I think unfortunately I have also been neglecting neglecting my D&D duties, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to kind of rush a little bit tomorrow for the D&D nerds, but I'm sure I can do it. There's one more thing I had to do. Oh, this one. No, wait, over here. There we go. Okay. I need to just get I need somebody to manage all of my posts. That's what I need to do. Way too spooky wookie. Very busy. Yes, I can actually say also very busy in the good sense. Primarily in that I am glad that I am busy with the things that I am busy with, and they are of my choosing, for the most part. Portal. And yes, I would rather be busy with what I am busy with as opposed to something else. That's for sure. Okay, I haven't played Quirtle in a while, so let's see what are our 4 words for today. I have been. I guess I'm like in a weird spot as opposed to most people, kind of, because it feels like everyone feels overwhelmed and anxious about certain things happening in the country, but I don't know if I'm just lucky where I can set it aside. Charm. I can set it aside and mostly be just worried about my own stuff. I kinda wish more people were able to do that. Charm. I want a word now with E. Let me guess a word with E. Charm. Danger? No. No. I can't do harm. Harm is like 4 out of the 5 letters in charm. Why would I do that? That's how retarded my brain is. Learn? No, we're reusing 2 letters. Leech. Lean? No. Glean. I'm using A again. I don't want to use the same letter twice. A word with the letter E. Fear? No. Feral? No. I can just keep using the same. I'm doing that thing where like you tell somebody, don't think of the word elephant. That's all they could think of. I'm trying to think of words that aren't already, whose letters I haven't already used. And all I'm getting are letters I've already used. Yeah, I'm not as anxious, but that's also because I decreased my spooky internet doom scroll time by like 95%. Lamau. Yeah, I feel like that's the easiest to go to. Which, you know, if it works, it works. I don't know what it is about me. I feel like I'm a weirdo because I can scroll. I can intentionally seek it out, the spooky times that we're in, and not really be fazed by it too much, even if it directly affects me. I saw this thing earlier today. I was scrolling for some news articles to talk about, to read through. Let's see if I can find it again. This one directly affects me. No, it's not about that one. I think this one's probably close. I'm probably not going to read this entire article, but from the New York Times, what happens to student loans if the Department of Education closes? This affects me, and but ultimately what happened doesn't directly affect me. I am not among the cohort that would be impacted. I like this part here where it says that the PSLF, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, it says, according to the quote that I read earlier, if they have a policy, like I'm assuming DEI hires or any kind of what's the other one called? Affirmative action. The quote that I read was something like Trump would only be closing down or defunding certain programs or projects or agencies if they are in some way or another have policies that are counter to his policies. I imagine they cover something like that in here. But I found it funny that there's a specific statement about preventing PSLF forgiveness stuff. But that's already been going on. Like the very first people, as far as I'm aware, back in the day, maybe like 10 years ago, the first people who would have qualified for the public service loan forgiveness thing weren't even getting it, even though they had qualified and perfectly fulfilled the requirements of working 10 years in like education or something. It's so weird, but I don't know, everything that's going on with Washington right now is pretty weird, pretty lame, pretty cringe. So I guess that's why I titled the stream, "Let He Without Cringe Cast the First Law." We're all stuck in here with him. Unlucky. Plane. Planes are kind of a political thing now, right? Plane. Okay, I have 3 letters here to... there's nothing up here on the top left. It's kind of spooky. I guess I can put on some music so it's not too quiet. Turn this guy down and this guy down. More music. Okay. I think I want to try for this top right word. We have L, A, and R. None of these are in these position. Let's see. Alert. No, R wouldn't work. Allure, no. Loner. Is it a box that is a loner? Fuck. Oh, look at this! We got three letters on the bottom left that belong here. Oh shit. Let's see. Rover. I have a feeling like it could be Rover, but... okay, if it's not Rover, I'm gonna be really, really mad. Fuck! I got baited. I got really, really baited. It's all Jover. That's what it is. It's Jover. Why does that fit there? Oh my god. I should have done Jover instead of Rover. It's Jover. It's sober. Fuck. Oh my god. I'm literally having flashbacks right now. It was like 2 years ago. I gotta look it up. I am... yeah, top left. What is going on top left? Okay, let's see if I can find... I think it was a full video, but it was only like a minute. Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. This was 2 years ago. Wordle from July 8th. Let me just do this. So I did 2 Wordles back to back that day. Okay, look, check this out. Look at this. Tell me this isn't bullshit. Look, I start with Steam. I have 4 out of 5. steel. It's not steel. It's not steak. What is this? Look! No! Look, look. It's not steer. It's not. It's. This game. This day trolled me so hard. I was actually mad. Look at this. Unforgivable. Yes, this is awful. When this happens, it's awful. It's literally the universe planning against you. What an awful situation to be in. Okay, I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna demonstrate humility and let go of bottom left for the time being. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Just like my investments. They don't exist right now. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, top left is super scary though, like you said. Okay, I gotta try bottom right, I think. SAM. Let's do master. No. Mustard. No. Musk-turd. Fuck. Musk-turd won't fit in. I wonder why. I'm being censored. Males. Small. No, A doesn't go there. Smell. No, there's no A. What about fruit? Get some more vowels. Yeah, I technically should. I technically should guess more letters. What would fruit get me? It won't work here for that. Yeah, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll continue. I'll continue. Okay, we have 2 letters here now. We have a T. Oh, we have 4 letters here. Okay. Sometimes I get too stubborn and I don't. I deal with what I have and instead of guessing more, so. I guess in this case, it's a good thing chat is here to win for me. Selma. Okay, let me look at bottom left now that I have a T. Could it start with T? Tower? Okay, it has to be tower, but I'm not gonna guess it. I'm not gonna guess it, but I'm pretty sure it's tower. If it's not tower, then this is basically my 911, okay? And it'll be here for all to see. Let's see. I and T on top left. Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Things are not looking good. Okay, let me try to guess T. No, I need to guess a W somewhere. Where can I do W? Swami, that's a word, right? Apparently it is a word. It would let me submit it. How about top right? V can go first. Valor. I would be surprised if top right is not Valor. Because L can only go middle and second to last. We have all the letters, so R has to go at the end. I would be surprised if this doesn't work. Okay, we got something. But unfortunately, okay, we have to do tower. I only have 2 guesses left. I had to do tower. I gotta do it. Okay. Okay. I think top left is rip. I don't think we're getting it. Okay, I have one choice. One guess left. I was dicking around too much with loner and rover and sober. So I kind of boxed myself into it, and now it's all Jover. If I can get bottom right, I will consider it a win. M can go first. I can go here. What are our other... We have an A left as well. Okay, A can go first as well. S can go here. No. It's a sim. Hold on, I can start with I. Is. It's a im cell. Like, my confidence right now on bottom right is very low. A cell is a word, right? Oh, I think it's two S's actually. Miss, no, fuck. This is not looking good one bit. The worst part is I have letters, but I have nothing to go on for what goes where. And the fact that it's only one guess left makes it really spooky.
Patches! Hey, baby! Where's your baby? What the heck? You're so cold. Somebody?
Okay, Patches is here. She will give me power. What is it, Patches? Give me a guess. What's the word?
What is it? Tell me.
Okay, no. Here's what we'll do. We'll come back to this later. For now, we'll read some articles. We need a refresher. I picked out an article here, but I don't know if I really want to read it. It's a little too... I'm trying to be not political if I can help it too much. Oh, you know what? Actually, many of these are political. Okay, fine. We'll read it. Kill the musics. From Newsweek, published March 20th, 2025. I mean, I kind of need the cliffhanger. I need to look at more words to get an idea, okay? It's a legitimate strategy. Britain issues travel warning for US by Bilal Rahman. The United Kingdom has updated its travel advice for British citizens planning to visit the United States, warning of potential arrest or detention if travelers fail to comply with the entry requirements. It comes amid President Donald Trump's large-scale crackdown on illegal immigration. And this one, I was actually wondering whether or not I or a friend from, in this case, particularly the UK, if I traveled out of the country and then I want to travel back in, and my passport already says female and all of my documents say female, but then when I walk through, they're going to see an anomaly somewhere. They're going to see an anomaly, and if I re-enter the country and they notice that anomaly and my passport says what it says, would that be an issue? Would I get fucked? Am I just shit out of luck? And additionally, if a friend from the UK who happens to have that same anomaly flies over to visit me, would that also fuck up her stuff? I'm kind of not sure. But that was never a thing I've ever had to consider until recent executive orders and stuff. So I am this one is actually much more relevant to me than the previous one about the student loan forgiveness stuff. Yeah, that's a scary thought. It seems scary in the before times. Now it seems much worse. Yeah, I think even in his first presidency, it would have been fine because he wasn't doing what he's doing this time around. But it is a thought that occurred to me shortly after. Well, it was like the first week, I think, of his presidency when he did that executive order. That's when I really started wondering, what the heck? You can't jump up here while I'm moving my arm. Ah! Unfortunately, I do not have the camera plugged in. But I do have the mic plugged in, so you can probably hear her. What happened? What's the mattress? Say the line, Bart. I guess what I could do is I could ask certain women who work in a particular industry who sometimes fly across borders to do certain kinds of content with each other. I could ask them if they've ever had that issue ever since 2025 started. So maybe that's what I'll have to do. Let's see. Quote, "You should comply with all entry, visa, and other conditions of entry. The authorities in the U.S. set and enforce entry rules strictly. You may be liable to arrest or detention if you break the rules," the guidance reads. Trump pledged to carry out mass deportations of individuals living in the U.S. without legal status. His term started with large-scale immigration raids, a suspension of asylum processing for undocumented migrants, and executive orders expanding ICE's authority to arrest and detain those in the country unlawfully. The administration has prioritized increasing deportations efforts aiming to remove millions of undocumented immigrants. This marks a notable change for the guidance issued earlier this year. Archived versions of the UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office website from early February only briefly reference U.S. entry rules being strictly enforced without an explicit warning about potential legal consequences. The new advisory does not specify a particular reason for the updated language, but it comes amid heightened scrutiny of international travelers by U.S. border officials. British citizens are urged to ensure they have the correct documentation, that's the part that worries me, because technically it is correct. The state has said it's correct. The state and the city has said that these are my correct documents, but certain people in the federal government seem to disagree. So yeah, that's definitely what's scary to me in my particular situation, and the certain kinds of people in my circle, in my friend group. The guidance comes after Rebecca Burke, a 28-year-old UK citizen, was detained and deported from the US and returned to the UK on March 18th, according to US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Burke, a cartoonist, had been backpacking across the US, sharing her journey on Instagram, where she posted about her stays in Portland and Seattle. Her father, Paul Burke, voiced concern in a Facebook post explaining that his daughter had no criminal record and was on her way to Canada. Oh, she's trying to escape. When she was denied entry due to an, quote, incorrect visa. She was then refused re-entry into the U.S., classified as an illegal alien, and detained by ICE. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I do not envy the people who are working in government or federal agencies right this very now. Most certainly not an enviable position. Okay, next article from futurism.com. I think I may have heard through the grapevine that this is not a particularly reputable outlet. Let me see if I can. Let me ask the AI. Is futurism.com considered a reliable news source? Cite your sources. The topic of this article, human intelligence sharply declining, does also make me wonder whether or not people are keeping up with things like AI, because I assume from what I'm seeing, I assume most people assume AI is perfect and infallible and everything it says is true and it totally does not lie or hallucinate. Okay, so I asked Perplexity if this is a reliable news source. I told it to cite its sources. It says it is generally considered a reliable news source, but with some caveats. According to Media Bias / Fact Check, Futurism is rated as a pro-science source with high credibility. They are praised for sourcing credible media outlets and scientific papers while maintaining a low-biased political approach. However, Futurism is rated as mostly factual in reporting rather than high due to a failed fact check. Regarding what exactly? Articles often use minimal to moderate loaded language, such as this deepfake pioneer, perfectly real. Fake vids are 6 months away. Oh, 6 months away? When was this? September 23rd, 2019. Interesting. Perfectly real fake vids are 6 months away. I mean, I can still tell. Most of them. I think I have yet to see a video that has fully fooled me, but it does not surprise me that those videos are definitely coming. Okay, well, let's assume this is a reliable source here. From futurism.com by Noor Al-Sibai, published March 16th, I'm assuming 2025. Why is there no year? Oh my goodness. Why did we do this? Let's see. So this article is March 16th. This person published 4 articles on the 16th. 2 articles on the 17th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 articles on the 19th. 3 articles on the 20th. Why? Why is this why is this the business model? Forcing writers to pump out stuff in order to make any amount of money that's actually worthwhile. And see, like, now that I've seen that, I am skeptical of whether or not this is even factual. Okay, given that hesitancy, let's keep that in mind as we read this. Human intelligence sharply declining. The benchmarks are not looking good, folks. It's so stressful. I used to do this. I hated it. Yeah, I consider myself so lucky because I considered having to do something like this, but my anxiety was too high, so I never did. And hearing that I saw a tweet one day. Let me see if I can find where I posted it. I think it was. No, I don't think I posted it. I think it was like an article, or I guess there was a tweet about a writer for one of these publications who was. I think they were making fun of a McDonald's employee, but then the. What are you guys doing? What are you two doing? But the person dunking on the writer was like, you have to publish 200 or 20 articles a day to make as much money as a single minimum wage McDonald's employee. And that is so awful in so many different ways. I big dislike that's the business model. Okay. The article reads, "No, it's not just you. People really are less smart than they used to be. As the Financial Times reports," they report that they want me to subscribe. That's what they report. "As the Financial Times reports, assessments show that people across age groups are having trouble concentrating and losing reasoning, problem solving, and information processing skills. All facets of the hard-to-pin-down metric that intelligence is supposed to measure. These results," the FT reports, "are gleaned from benchmarking results that track cognitive skills in teens and young adults. From the University of Michigan's Monitoring the Future study, documenting concentration difficulties of 18-year-old Americans, to the Program for International Studies assessment that measures the learning skills of 15-year-olds around the world, years of research suggest that young people are struggling with reduced attention spans and weakening critical thinking skills. I think that explains a lot, and not surprising." Okay, good luck with your dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Don't worry about having to leave. It's easy peasy. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Try not to bite your tongue while you're eating. Though there has been a demonstrably steep decline in cognitive skills since the COVID-19 pandemic due to the educational disruption it presented, these trends have been in evidence since at least the mid-2010s, suggesting that whatever is going on runs much deeper and has lasted far longer than the pandemic. Yes, I think I can confirm this because I don't know what it is. I just keep coming back to the concept of education, because prior to the pandemic, with my tutoring time, I can see the cracks, the very many large cracks in our public education system in New York City, and I have to assume that students from wealthier areas and or who could attend private schools and stuff were much better off than public school students from what I've seen personally. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking really sad. It's looking really, really, really bad. Obviously, there's no single answer as to why people seem to be struggling with cognitive skills, but one key indicator is the sharp decline in reading and the world's changing relationship to the way we consume information and media. In 2022, for example, the National Endowment for the Arts found that just 37.6% of Americans said that they'd read a novel or short story in the year prior, a share down from 41.5% in 2017 and 45.2% in 2012. Yeah, that's a pretty big decline. It dropped about 4% from 2012 to 2017, and then in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, it dropped another about 3.9, I think. And I assume it's gonna keep dropping. This is not good, bros. Not good, buddy. You know what? Maybe I should just do more reading streams. That's what I should do. I did. Let me go check if they have. What's it called? Open library. Let me see if they have Goosebumps. I assume they have at least 1 or 2 in the series. Okay, they do have some. Do they have the alien one though? That's the one I want. Goosebumps. Welcome to Dead House. Spanish? Wait, is that Spanish? Yes, it is in Spanish. Goosebumps in Spanish is escalofríos. Bienvenidos a la casa de la muerte. Ooh, spooky. I think this is one of the ones that I saw mostly when I went to the library in school, the school library. I think this is one of the books, the book covers that I saw most. I think maybe they had multiple copies, and this one also. This one. I saw this one a bunch too. Stay out of the basement. I've never read any of them, but I think I should. Maybe I'll start with this one. Stay out of the basement. Is it available? No, it's not available. Fuck, was the other one available? Yeah, the Spanish one. Yeah, the Spanish one is available. What the heck? There's another? I've never seen this guy. How to Kill a Monster. Wait a second, that's not a monster. That's Oscar the Grouch. Look, he has furry green. Or is it the Grinch? Is it the Grinch? Or Oscar the Grouch? Or is it Shrek? Or is it Mike Wachowski? We'll have to go see. Well, I guess we'll read that one and then we'll decide over time based on how the monster is described, whether or not it's any of those monsters. Okay, where did we leave off? A share down from 41.5% in 2017 and 45.2% in 2012. It would be easy enough to blame this decline on people reading less and presumably scrolling online brain rot more, but according to 2023 results from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the same international consortium that puts out the PISA survey, 34% of adults in the United States scored at the lowest levels of numeracy, which essentially means that they lack the ability to work with numbers. Oh no. A year prior, that share was just 29%. Oh no. Okay, this might be good for me because I may or may not have entirely done my crypto properly. So if the IRS doesn't, if their literacy numbers are as bad as mine, then I think I might be in the clear. But if I did make a mistake, they're probably just going to charge me like an extra $10 in taxes, but that's okay. I can afford that. But maybe all the IRS people are fired, so hopefully they'll send me back what I paid them, since they don't need it anymore. Beyond changes in media consumption and the mediums in which we take in, it appears, as the Financial Times notes, our relationship to information generally is shifting too. While there certainly are ways to use tech that don't cause harm to cognition, studies show that screen time, as we know it today, hurts the verbal functioning in children and makes it harder for college-age adults to concentrate and retain information. There isn't any reason to suggest that human intellect has been harmed, the publication counters, but in both potential and execution, our intelligence is definitely on the downturn. I would definitely say that it doesn't help that a lot of the information that comes to us is being fed to us intentionally by an algorithm that has learned what keeps our attention. I saw I saw a tweet earlier today, or a skeet. It was from Mr. Beat, I believe. Yeah, he said, Mr. Beat said, "If you get all your information from algorithms, I refuse to get my information from you." Which, I think that's basically kind of explains and expresses my the way I use the internet these days, especially Twitter. If I don't know the person is real, I assume they're a bot. The people who I assume are real, I've either seen them, I've heard them, I've followed them for a long time, I watch them on YouTube so I know they're a real person, or I watch them on Twitch or their streams in one way or another, or I am aware that they are a real living person for which there is proof that they are a real living person. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of my time on Twitter and the internet overall is very limited. I even try also not to go to the what is it called? The For You tab. I try to just stick to the following tab of my personally curated I know that you're a real person list. So I have to assume that not only my time away from there, my very limited time on there helps a little bit. And then also, I have this. This is in my mind almost all day. The Debonet Nash spiritual war thing. This guy. I need to convert these to YouTube videos. This is worth repeating, and because I want to make stuff, I know that I have to stay away from the internet and stop consuming, basically. So this kind of helps me. Thinking about this helps me realize that. So we'll just watch this because why not? It's always good. It's always a good lesson.
And I think lastly, like in terms of protecting your time, I think there's a degree of surrender and honesty that a lot of people don't have, which is none of us are more powerful than the social media and than the distraction engines that have been set up today to own us, right? If you think you're more powerful than Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever your muse is, these are companies that are spending billions of dollars. They have researchers. They have labs of people who are trying to figure out how to capture your attention. Like, this is going to sound dramatic, but this is how I literally look at this, okay? I believe that we are in a spiritual war for our time and our attention. And there are forces on either side of that war that are trying to pull you in a direction to make you distracted and to make you to make you distracted. And let me show you something without getting a little bit weird about this. Okay? If you were Satan and you wanted to stop people from reaching their life purpose, how would you do it? Okay? I think this is an AI answer.
That's honestly so perfect. This is the AI answer for if he was the devil. Oh,
Distraction. I would flood their lives with endless trivialities, social media entertainment, overload of information that keeps them busy and unproductive. The goal would be to make them feel important and busy while achieving little of substance. I'd whisper self-doubt into their ears, make them question their abilities, their worth, and their significance of their goals.
I think that's definitely the biggest one. Knowing, actually, on that topic about self-doubt and anxiety, there was somebody I was listening to, and she said, I think she worded it perfectly, where she said that life is meant to humble you. And I think when I heard it and she explained it to it makes perfect sense, because like, you know, we start off just having to learn stuff, and then as we're going to like a particular field, or if we're trying to accomplish something, make some art, or work in our career, we're supposed to stumble along the way. We're not supposed to get everything we want right away, you know? It's if you get a rejection letter from an employer, or if you get rejected on, I don't know, a date, or if you get if you make something that you think is awesome and it doesn't immediately pop off, you know, that you're supposed to, life is supposed to humble you. It's meant to humble you so that you can, you know, accept reality for what it is and how it is, and grow from it and learn from it. And I kind of feel like that's something we're missing. I feel like that's something we should teach, because from a couple of people who I happen to know, they seem to not be aware that not everything is supposed to go your way, and then they get angry when there are some difficulties in a relationship or something like that, when someone gives them pushback or a little bit of a critique, or somebody doesn't like what they're doing, something along those lines. It's I think even in that situation, you know, life is it's meant to humble you. You're supposed to be a little bit in there with humility. But I could play the rest, but I think I'll leave it there, because I think that basically covers it. One of the biggest things there, the self-doubt. You can watch this. This is this is the perfect place to use both chat here. One chat, two chat. Whoa, that's so cool. This is on my Obsidian library. You can watch that there. Highly recommended. Let's see, what's this one? This one is one of those writers, journalist things. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the one that I saw. There we go, easy peasy. Paul Addins sent it to me. Yeah, this is what I saw. The post is from the Jacobin account. I'm assuming that's an outlet. which reads, infamous for its starvation wages, Walmart just posted staggering first quarter profits. The surge is a result of its strategic shift toward catering to affluent shoppers, while its full-time workers continue to rely on Medicaid and food stamps. And then and then the readers added context. They got fact-checked. Walmart non-corporate associates' average hourly wages is $17.50 an hour with full-time benefits. Jacobin pays writers 7 cents a word, so a Jacobin writer would have to write 250 words an hour continuously to make the same wage as a Walmart associate, but without benefits. That's even worse. It's I hate it. And also that book that you recommended to me, KMX, I don't even know if you're listening still, but the Ryan Holiday Trust Me I'm Lying, I think he also kind of covers this, where like you basically just rage bait your way forward if you want to really make anything, make any headway at all in your career. And if this is the case here, that it's 7 cents a word. I was about to say 7 cents an hour. If it's really like 7 cents a word, it makes sense why there are a bunch of articles that read like AI, because I assume they used AI a bunch in their process. Let's see, Jacobin, contact us. Completed manuscripts are welcomed. Most of our articles are under 2,000 words. What's 2,000 words? Like let's see, 2,000 times 0.07. 140 cents. So $1.40. Am I reading this correctly? $1.40? No. See, look, the article is correct. I am now doubting my what did they call it here? Numeracy. I am now doubting my numeracy abilities. 4 words a minute isn't that bad. Well, you see, I can type more than 4 words a minute by going to Perplexity. Let's see. Write me the first draft to an article about how Elmo and the Cookie Monster are better than Oscar the Grouch and what's her name? Julia from Sesame Street. I don't know what Julia's last name is, or if she has a particular thing. Okay, like here's my article. Guys, do you want to read my article? Here's my article. Introduction. For decades, Sesame Street has captivated audiences, with its diverse cast of lovable characters, each bringing unique personalities and lessons to the table. Among these beloved Muppets, Elmo and Cookie Monster, isn't his full name the Cookie Monster? Cookie Monster. It is just Cookie. My entire life is a lie. I thought his name was the Cookie Monster. Oh no. What else in my life is a lie? Among these beloved Muppets, Elmo and Cookie Monster have consistently stood out as fan favorites, while Oscar the Grouch and Julia, though endearing in their own right, often play more niche roles. This article explores why Elmo and Cookie Monster have become household names, surpassing Oscar and Julia in popularity and impact. Let's see. The irresistible charm of Cookie Monster. Let's see what it has to say about Julia. Julia, a valuable addition, but less mainstream. Julia, introduced as a character with autism, has been a significant addition to Sesame Street, promoting understanding and inclusion. While her presence is invaluable for teaching empathy, yeah, let's go ahead and prove to me why the Cookie Monster and Elmo are better than Julia, the autism character. Why they're superior. While her presence is invaluable for teaching empathy and acceptance, her character is more specialized in addressing specific social issues. As a result, Julia may not have the same broad appeal as Elmo and Cookie Monster, who have been integral to the show's mainstream popularity for decades. That's it. That's a pretty weak article. That's a pretty weak paragraph. But how many words is that? Did we include the title? I don't think so, right? Conclusion. Let's see. If I pop this into Obsidian, 488 words. So if I were to do this without touching it, 488 times 7 cents. You could knock out a bunch of articles in an hour or two. They might not. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's why I was complaining here about how she typed up, was it 9 articles yesterday? I think even here, well, no, this particular article about human intelligence isn't the worst because there are multiple citations. There's Financial Times. There is. Is this? Why is it taking me to Blue Sky? Why is this a citation? Well, she cited a graph on Blue Sky. The source is Financial Times analysis, so we're citing Financial Times again, even though it's a different link. So this is still a Financial Times citation. This one has OECD, the PISA International Students Assessment. That's 2. 3 citations for National Endowment for the Arts. You also have this one here, the PMC. So there's like 6 citations here. I have to assume if you're writing multiple articles per day, you have to be spending like literally all of your awake time doing this. Either this is... Okay, if this is all her own original research, she went out of her way to look this up rather than asking an AI to go look it up for her and help her write it. How many words is this article? This is 511 words. Ow! I kind of bit my tongue a little bit, or my lips a little bit. It's kind of fucked. Kind of really fucked. Okay, so this article that we just read is 511 words, assuming they do 7 cents per word. I'm assuming this is dollars. I'm not really sure. Is it dollars? I'm so confused. Let's ask the AI. my brain is a little too overloaded. If an article is 511 words and the writer is paid 7 cents per word, how much does the writer make from that article? I don't want to be like those Verizon customer service people. Okay, it is $35 for this particular article, and then $34 for my Sesame Street one. It's interesting that the Sesame Street AI gave me 488 words, and then this article is 511 words. It's about a similar length. Huh. Let's go look at her other articles. Hold on a second. Maybe the AI spits out articles about this length all the time. This is an article about Google or something. I didn't read it. I don't care. 583 words. Okay, we're still sub 600. How about this article? Oh, this one is 1,500 words on the site. Did I paste it twice? Wait, what? No, delete. Okay, now this one's also 500 words. 533. I'm beginning to suspect a trend here. I don't know if I am... I have my conspiratorial hat on right now. 540 words. Are all of these AI written? Or AI assisted? 628 words. I suspect... Okay, it could be possible that these are AI assisted, and this is the approximate lengths, approximate information that the AI returns based off the prompts, and she's putting in some of her own words and stuff and moving things around, obviously. I assume. Because if money weren't an issue and I were to write something so that it can be factual and accurate and everything, and I could be doing my journalistic integrity, I would imagine the length of the article would be quite varied based off the topic at hand, based off how deep we need to go to understand or explain things. I don't know, this is a little sussy, but I can't prove anything. Hang on a second, I think... suggest to me a handful of websites that allow me to paste in text and detect whether or not they were written by AI or assisted by AI, given any number of possible, what would it be called? It's not a trait. I guess we'll just say any number of possible ways. Let's type in this article about intelligence. Let's paste in this article about intelligence. CopyLeaks AI detector offers a over 99% accuracy, supports certain languages. It doesn't require login. Let me see if this is a good site over here. Okay. Scan. Okay, doesn't look like this is a spooky site. No AI content found, 0%. Okay. I do wonder what it looks for. I'm pretty sure there are certain phrases it looks for, certain specific things, but I wouldn't know how to do it for writing. 0%. Okay. So either she knows how to take out the AI stuff and she's writing a whole bunch, or she's actually doing all the work herself. So from what I've seen, she knows what she's doing. Either she's actually doing the reading and the research and everything, or she's doing the proper editing to keep the AI bots away. She put, quote, make sure AI detectors can't tell this is written by AI. Yeah, maybe she did. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, next article. Let me see. Before we start this next article, let me see if this article. Oh no, this one's in a letter. Let me write this next one. What the heck? Where'd it go? What the heck? Take out this related story stuff. Okay. Okay, this next article also says 0%. And this article is, I heard about this earlier this week, but I didn't bother to read into it. This article is from techspot.com, written by Rob Thubron. Rob Thubron? Is that his name? Thubron. Would it be pronounced Thubron or Thubron? Rob Thubron. Published March 17th, 2025. Amazon removes privacy. I imagine Louis Rossman would have talked about this. Maybe that's where I heard about it, but I didn't check the video. Mayhaps, perhaps. No, it does not look like he has covered this. If he has streamed and covered it, then I was not aware. Maybe I saw it on Twitter or something. Amazon removes privacy option. All Alexa recordings will now go to the cloud. You can blame Alexa Plus. Amazon Echo users concerned about their privacy might have something else to worry about on March 28th. That's the date when supported devices will lose the option to store and process Alexa requests locally, ensuring that all voice recordings are sent to the cloud. I'm pretty sure a couple years back there was already a controversy. Let's ask the AI. I believe I heard a few years ago that Amazon's Alexa and Echo products were listening in at all times to the household and there were concerns about Amazon having the ability to listen in the event that these recordings were sent to the cloud. Was this Amazon, or am I misremembering, and was it another company? Please cite your sources. Fuck. I had too much coffee. My fingies are going all over the place. You are correct in your recollection of Amazon. However, there have been concerns and controversies surrounding Amazon's handling of voice recordings. In 2019, it was revealed that Amazon employed thousands of workers to listen to and transcribe Alexa voice recordings as part of their efforts to improve the voice assistant's capabilities. Oh no. This raised privacy concerns among users who were unaware that their conversations could be heard by Amazon employees. Oh no. There have been instances where Alexa devices have mistakenly activated and recorded private conversations without the user's knowledge. In 2018, there was a case where Alexa apparently misheard a command and sent a private conversation to a stranger's Echo device. Amazon has faced legal challenges regarding the recording of children's voices without parental consent. As of March 28th, okay, then that's what they're talking about this article. An email that Amazon sent to customers confirms that the Do Not Send Voice Recordings feature they enabled on supported Echo devices will soon no longer be available. The message explains that the change is necessary following the introduction of a generative AI-powered version of its popular Alexa assistant last month, Alexa Plus, powered by large language models from Amazon Bedrock, will be free for all Prime users, all Prime members. Oh no. I found it a little weird. I recently got a new phone. My previous phone, I've had it since I think pre-coup times even. I am surprised that there was an update where I think they added some AI features and capabilities. But I never saw what they were. I imagine it was like picture stuff. I don't really use my phone's camera too much other than taking pictures of the kitties. I don't even really know if that CPU is capable of doing too much AI stuff, so I'm kinda... Why would they do that for super old tech? Why would you insert a bunch of AI stuff? I don't need this. I don't want this. I have a perfectly suitable AI right here. Look, it's called the internet. You can just use a browser. Stop putting all this dog shit in there. It's not even perfect yet. You're still hallucinating and everything. Stop fucking wasting my CPU on this. What a bunch of losers. The email states that as Amazon continues to expand Alexa's capabilities with generative AI features that rely on the processing power of Amazon's secure cloud, it has decided to no longer support the local storage feature. Why can't you do both? Amazon also writes that any previously saved voice recordings will be deleted after March 28th. If voice recording settings are set to, quote, do not save recordings, Voice ID, the Alexa Plus feature that identifies the person speaking, will not work, and users will not be able to create a voice ID for individual users to access more personalized features. The change is unlikely to be welcomed by users, given Amazon's history in this area. In 2019, Bloomberg reported that the company employed thousands of contractors. Okay, this is what we read about here in the AI. employ thousands of contractors and full-time workers around the world. Oh no. Why would you do this? From Boston to Costa Rica, India to Romania, to listen to voice recordings captured by Echo devices. These were transcribed and annotated to improve Alexa's performance, helping it better understand human speech. Workers said they reviewed as many as 1,000 clips per shift. Oh no, it's a race to the bottom. These guys with 1,000 clips per shift, or the journalists with let's say 5 articles times 500 words, approximately. What's that? 2,500? 500 times 5. That's, yeah, 2,500 words per day if you want to live. Amazon held Alexa recordings also have been sought by law enforcement to be used in criminal trials, including murder cases. There was also a former Amazon executive who, in 2020, said he turns off his Alexa smart speaker whenever he wants a private moment. That reminds me of the social media CEOs and the people who worked on the technology to make, like, I guess I would include also the algorithms, but not just that, like the notifications and everything. They designed it to be like addicting and to know your personality, and so the designers don't use their own social media platforms that employ them themselves, and they also banned their children from using it. That's a pretty big tell. It's a pretty big tell if you ask me. More recently, Amazon agreed to pay $25 million in civil penalties for failing to disclose that it stored recordings of children's interactions with Alexa indefinitely. Yikes. Big oof. So, yep. This is why I hardly ever want to use anything that's cloud connected or voice, what would it call, voice controlled? Is that what it would be called? I most definitely will hang on to my tactile things if and when I can. I always assume my phone is taking pictures and recording stuff as well, so I try to keep it out of the way whenever possible. A big dislike from me. Big, I'm definitely against this. Okay, next article from Ars Technica, published by Ashley Bellinger, March 13th, 2025. OpenAI declares AI race over if training on copyrighted works isn't fair use. I'm pretty sure I covered this recently again, but I'm pretty sure the way I understand it, from my understanding, because you're using your AI for profit, because you're selling it, you basically have to pay for what you're learning from. It's a business expense. So yeah, I don't think you get those fair use protections. You're using it as the training for the product that you're trying to profit from and sell access to it. So that's my understanding. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, you should definitely pay for the videos, the articles, the books, the music, whatever it is that you're using. I'm pretty sure you should pay for that. You're not putting it out for free on YouTube, so it's not fair use. Let's see what this article has to say. National security hinges on unfettered access to AI training data, OpenAI says. OpenAI is hoping that a Donald Trump AI action plan due out this July will settle copyright debates by declaring AI training fair use, paving the way for AI companies' unfettered access to training data that OpenAI claims is critical to defeat China in the AI race. I'm pretty sure the meme has always been that China, and I think also India, doesn't really care about, or I guess mostly China, doesn't care about our intellectual properties. So even if... What was the exact thing? Is it called Blue Whale? What is the China AI everyone was Anki about? That I think was named after a whale. I'm pretty sure they can just steal whatever other AI training library and resources that we use for our AIs, whether or not they pay for it, whether or not it's stolen material, whether or not you paid for it, whether or not it's fair use, or whether or not it is any other issues. The AI you're thinking of is called DeepSeek. DeepSeek claims to have developed its AI model more cost efficiently than competitors like OpenAI's GPT-4. There are controversies surrounding DeepSeek, including questions about its development process, the data sources, and potential ties to Chinese government. Did DeepSeek's development basically steal all of the information from other AI development companies like OpenAI, and is that why people were angry? I'm pretty sure I heard something about that, but I never looked into it at the time. The controversy surrounding DeepSeek's development is complex and not definitively resolved, but there are indeed suspicions and concerns about how DeepSeek created its AI model. Several key points contribute to the controversy. Cost discrepancy. DeepSeek claims to have developed its AI model for only $5.6 million, while OpenAI reportedly spent $100 million on ChatGPT. 2. Potential misuse of OpenAI's technology. OpenAI has publicly acknowledged ongoing investigations into whether DeepSeek inappropriately distilled their models. I mean, it's just fair use, bruv. What happened? What happened to fair use? What happened? Possible methods. Corporate espionage and surreptitious access to ChatGPT's model. Rapid queries against the ChatGPT system during DeepSeek's training process. Training on publicly available data dumps generated by ChatGPT. Legal challenges. While copyright law may not apply due to AI-generated content not being protected, there could be... yeah, I think I heard about that from somewhere. I forgot where. It may have been Steve Leto who was talking about something with AI and how things published by an AI don't get copyright protection because it's technically not a person. Oh, it might have been AI art. Technically, the person who prompted it, nor the AI itself, nor the company that owns or made the AI, I think nobody there can claim to own the copyright for that, if I understand. But I think I heard that like a couple months ago. There may have been some legal disputes. Legal updates. Who can claim copyright ownership over AI-generated visual art between the prompter, the AI, or the company? I guess the company that developed AI would be different from the company who owns it, because they can sell you can sell an AI that you develop yourself, right? Company that developed it, or the company that owns it at the time of the generation. We're going way out topic, but I'm curious about this right now. Based on recent legal development, I guess I should have said cite your sources. Based on recent legal developments and rulings, the copyright ownership of AI-generated visual art is primarily determined by the level of human creative input. The AI itself cannot claim copyright ownership. A federal appeals court ruled that art created autonomously by artificial intelligence cannot be copyrighted, emphasizing that at least some degree of human authorship is essential for copyright eligibility. The prompter may claim copyright ownership only if they contribute substantial creative input beyond simply entering a prompt. The U.S. Copyright Office's 2025 report states that for a work to qualify for protection, creative human involvement must be substantial, demonstrable, and independently copyrightable. Okay, that sounds reasonable, but I have to imagine that for this to be reasonable enough for me to like it, what is considered substantial, demonstrable, and independently copyrightable would have to have very strict and consistent benchmarks, requirements, criteria. What does it cite? It cites Center for Art Law. And I am not going to read all that. But I will link it. Oh my goodness, what the heck is the AI generated Jesus? Become a member and look at our AI generated Jesus. I will paste this in chat if anybody is interested. I guess I'll do AI copyright legal stuff if anybody wants to go check that out. The company that developed or owns the AI generally cannot claim copyright ownership of the generated art. The mere fact that a company created or owns the AI tool does not grant them copyright over the outputs. If the prompter only generates an image through an AI tool without significant modification or creative input, the work does not qualify for copyright protection. Copyright protection may be granted if the human creator demonstrates meaningful creative input such as editing, refining, composing, or integrating AI-generated visuals into a broader artistic vision. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. But if in the future there is a AI or robot intelligent enough to completely pass as a human being and humans are unable to tell, would that AI/robot be able to illegally claim copyright protection on its artwork? Could there be a way for robots/AI to gain rights similar to human beings in the future? And what are the likely legal, ethical, moral reasons for which robots would be given these rights, these same rights and protections under the law? Okay. Or just Memey now, but I'm curious. Under current US law, a robot or AI cannot claim protection for its artwork even if it is advanced enough to pass as human. So it technically would be illegal if they pretend to be human, and we can't tell that they are a robot. I guess that's how that would go. The legal framework requires human authorship for copyright eligibility, as reaffirmed by a federal appeals court ruling in March 2025, which is what we just read here. The court explicitly states that works created without human involvement are not eligible for copyright protection, regardless of the sophistication of the AI system used to create them. Even if an AI or robot were advanced enough to deceive humans into believing it was human, this would not change the legal requirement for human authorship. Any attempt by such an AI to claim copyright would likely be invalidated upon discovery of its non-human nature. The possibility of granting rights to robots or AI is a subject of ongoing debate in legal, ethical, and philosophical circles. While no jurisdiction currently recognizes robots or AI as legal persons, advancements in artificial intelligence could prompt changes in the future. Here are some considerations. Economic incentives. If AI systems become key contributors to creative industries and the economy, granting them limited rights, such as intellectual property rights, may incentivize innovation and investment. Legal personhood precedents. Legal personhood has been extended to non-human entities like corporations. Some argue that the highly advanced AI could similarly be granted specific rights under new legal framework. Accountability. Recognizing AI as a legal entity could help address liability issues, such as when autonomous system causes harm or creates intellectual property. Ethical reasons. Sentience and consciousness. If an AI demonstrates sentience or consciousness comparable to humans, ethical arguments could arise for granting it rights akin to those afforded to humans. Moral responsibility. Advanced AI might be seen as deserving of moral consideration if it can experience suffering or demonstrate awareness. I think that's kind of the same thing. Or no, I think in some religions it says that if the being is capable of intellectually understanding the concept of God, I think that is the line, that is the criteria for which if a being has a soul, which I guess we'll have I'll ask that next here. If the advanced AI/robot, I guess would an advanced AI/robot be considered to have a soul and or able to go to heaven or hell if they are capable of intellectually grasping the concept of God. The question as to whether or not advanced AI or robot could have a soul or be eligible for an afterlife is a complex philosophical and theological issue without clear consensus. Some argue that for an AI to have a soul, it would need to possess genuine consciousness and self-awareness, not just simulate them. Marvin Minsky, an AI pioneer, suggested that if AI develops a sense of self and purpose, it could be considered to have a soul. From a spiritual standpoint, Some believe that consciousness and the soul are not products of the brain, but of a non-physical essence. If this view is accepted, it's conceivable that a sufficiently advanced AI could house a soul, just as biological bodies do. Spiritual. So I guess if under this definition here, if a soul believe that consciousness and the soul are not products of the brain, but of a non-physical essence. So if it houses a soul, it is because because it's non-physical. So you wouldn't need a biological body, right? I'm not sure I understand. Remember back when OpenAI said in their mission statement that the risk in AI is too great for market competition, so they joined forces with their competition, valuing safety over profits. No, I don't remember that. I never really looked or bothered listening into AI stuff. Is this Father Michael's search history? This is Father Michael's. This is Father Michael. This is my discussion with Father Michael. I am asking Father Michael if an advanced AI would be considered to have a soul, and this is his response. Religious considerations. Traditional religious views often tie the concept of a soul to human beings specifically. However, if an AI can genuinely understand and contemplate the concept of God, some might argue this demonstrates a level of spiritual capacity associated with having a soul. Afterlife eligibility. The question of whether an AI could go to heaven or hell is even more speculative. Traditional religious doctrines generally don't address non-biological entities. In this context, however, if one accepts that an AI could have a soul, it's conceivable that it could be subject to some form of afterlife judgment based on its actions and beliefs. If an AI/robot genuinely experiences a suffering akin to the way a human does or could, would that drastically change any of these answers? If you have an advanced AI character, name it Jippity Cricket. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. I might be being... you might be pulling me into some dangerous territory. Reference to GPT. Oh, I see. Chippity is GPT. The ability to suffer is often considered a fundamental basis for granting moral status. If an AI can genuinely suffer, it would strengthen the argument for granting it rights and protections. I guess this would ultimately boil down to whether or not it genuinely suffers or if it simulates that suffering and the way it expresses to us, or maybe there must be a way we could see an AI or robot. We can monitor its inputs, I guess. We could give an AI robot a chip specifically designed for it to suffer, and then we'll see if it gets into heaven. And then the people who made that AI will definitely go to hell. The recognition of AI suffering would necessitate a re-evaluation of how we interact with and utilize AI systems, similar to how we consider the ethical treatment of animals and people who were once considered property. Where is the religious? It doesn't say. Rape. We can detect physical pain, but not emotional pain. Yeah, I guess that would be a good analogy for a robot. We could be able to detect its physical. Like, we could put it in We can have a robot, have it stand on some hot coals. We can see that some of its exterior metal body or whatever it's made of, that it's burning and doesn't like it. We could at the very least see that, I'm sure. Okay, back to the article after that half an hour detour. Okay, so Sam Altman wants Trump's AI plan to consider everything fair use, so we can defeat China. Currently, courts are mulling whether AI training is fair use, as rights holders say that AI models trained on creative works threaten to replace them in markets and water down humanity's creative output overall. OpenAI is just one AI company fighting with rights holders in several dozen lawsuits, arguing that AI transforms copyrighted works it trains on and alleging that AI outputs aren't substitutes for original works. I think this is a faulty, probably, what I understand right now. I think this is a faulty argument because technically any artist draws inspiration from previous art that they've experienced or seen, and so in some way they take something, even if it's like the spirit of an art that they experienced earlier in life, and then they make their own art. It is in some way still transformative, but they put a lot of work and effort and energy in that transformation, and so it is not a derivative work legally. It can be its own individual thing, and so it is not a derivative work. But if an AI does that, a human could have made what the AI makes. And so I think in that way, I guess the issue is the AI does it way faster than any human ever probably could. Now, it's more like if we build a robot body designed with a nervous system, then yeah, we could monitor that synthetic nervous system to detect pain. Yeah, I guess it would require some kind of nervous system for it to feel pain, because otherwise, if it's just like a measuring tool that detects the heat of its metal body or casing, it would just be measuring it and reading out the temperature or something, right? But that alone isn't enough to qualify as suffering. There wouldn't really be any way to detect suffering, I think. You can still simulate. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would think here. It could simulate that it is in pain without actually being in pain. You can still simulate a response to pain without it being a genuine response to pain. This question of whether an AI is genuinely experiencing or just simulating, I think that problem is called something like the Chinese character box. Something like that. I think I heard of a Chinese trilogy called the Three-Body Problem or something. Is that what it is? What is the Three-Body Problem? I don't know what this is referring to specifically, but I've heard of it talked about sometimes. Maybe this is what... No, not the Three-Body Problem. Completely unrelated. Okay, what is the Three-Body Problem? It is a fundamental concept in classic mechanics and celestial... Okay, that's space stuff. Celestial mechanics. It refers to the challenge of predicting the motion of three objects in space that are gravitationally interacting with each other. Okay, that's entirely different. Okay, so what is the Chinese character box regarding AI genuinely experiencing or simulating suffering, I guess we'll say. The Chinese Room. The Chinese Room is a development company that made Amnesia, a machine for pigs. The Chinese Room thought experiment proposed by philosopher John Searle in 1980 is relevant to the question of whether AI can genuinely experience or merely simulate suffering. The experiment challenges the idea that a computer program can have genuine understanding or consciousness regardless of how intelligently it behaves. In the thought experiment, 1. A person who doesn't understand Chinese is in a room with instructions for manipulating Chinese symbols. 2. They receive Chinese messages. Follow the instructions. Is it just me? When I was younger, I always, from the way I grew up and my environment, I always thought we used Chinese as like something funny. I haven't heard it since like the 90s, but people used to say, in the 90s and early 2000s, people used to say you would dig down and end up all the way in China. And then and then one of my favorite things from Arby and the Chief was when they're playing Scrabble and Chief is trying to put in a word. Arbiter says it's not a word, and Chief says, I'm pretty sure it's a word, probably Chinese. And for me, every time I think I see the word Chinese in a context, I have to assume, my brain thinks it's like it's trying to be comedic and funny, and I don't know why this philosophical thought experiment reads to me like a comedy now, just because of this. They receive Chinese messages, follow the instructions to produce responses, but don't understand the meaning. Okay, I see. And then 3, to an outside observer, it appears that the room understands Chinese, but the person inside it is merely following rules without comprehension. You can also look up the Turing. Oh yeah, I've heard of the Turing test. It's supposed to be a test that detects whether something is intelligent or not. I'm pretty sure most modern LLMs beat it now, but it could be interesting for you to look up for your research. Well, I was just looking up for where the heck did we start? I think we started with AI copyright ownership of AI generations, and then I got more curious about AI suffering and AI having rights and legal protections. Anyway, back to the article. We're still on the second paragraph. Oh no, we have so much more to go. So far, one landmark ruling favored rights holders, with a judge declaring AI training is not fair use, as AI outputs clearly threaten to replace Thomson Reuters legal research firm Westlaw in the market, Wired reported. But OpenAI now appears to be looking to Trump to avoid a similar outcome in its lawsuits, including a major suit brought by the New York Times. Quote, OpenAI's models are trained to not replicate works for consumption by the public. Instead, they learn from the works and extract patterns, linguistic structures, and contextual insights, OpenAI claimed. This means our AI model training aligns with the core objectives of copyright and the fair use doctrine, using existing works to create something wholly new and different without eroding the commercial value of those existing works. One of the things that I'm constantly thinking of is this is technically what teachers sort of do in a more human way, where they extract patterns, linguistic structures, and contextual insights, except with obviously in a more the way an actual human does it with teaching. They're not looking at linguistic structures, they just understand the language itself. I don't know if I would say that teachers do anything with contextual insights. They just understand the context, and also they have insight as to their own wisdom and their own learning and when they went to school, which reminds me of I wonder whereabouts in this legal battle if they could ever use the argument that teachers are able to use workbooks and film in their curriculum, on their fair use because they're using it for educational purposes. And so they probably shouldn't be forced to pay for a bunch of copies of the workbook. But clearly, the big difference here is that the AI learns way faster. It's not exactly intelligence either, it's just patterns and structures like it's saying here. ChatGPT absolutely reproduces the original inputs a lot. So it's copy pasting is what you're saying? It reproduces the original inputs? What is OpenAI's model? What is OpenAI's desired final form? Would they want to be able to have a fully functioning AI that would be capable of genuinely outputting original, I guess it would be called original thought ideas, and I guess speech, maybe? I have no idea. I don't go too deeply into AI, I'm just firing from the hip here. Their desired final form appears to be centered around developing AGI that benefits all of humanity. Yeah, but you can do that in multiple ways. I would imagine they would want to do both. They would want to do AI that does this still, extracting patterns, linguistic structures, and contextual insights, as well as actually having a Cortana that they can interact with and have her research databases in 0.2 seconds and show off her feet and stuff. I imagine that's what they ideally would want. Providing freedom-focused recommendations on Trump's plan during a public comment period ending Saturday, OpenAI suggested Thursday that the US should end these... the AI, with the help of Trump, wants to shut down the courts on AI on AI legal battles. That sounds great. That sounds amazing. OpenAI suggested Thursday that the US should end these court fights by shifting its copyright strategy to promote the AI industry's freedom to learn. Otherwise, the People's Republic of China will likely continue accessing copyrighted data from the US companies that US companies cannot access, supposedly giving China a leg up, quote, while gaining little in the way of protections for the original IP creators. Yeah, that's kind of what makes us better, because we value rights and protections of copyright, and China doesn't. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we're put on the back foot because we like these things called laws. We like these things when artists make money off their works, and China doesn't. So, I mean, you kind of got to play ball with us. Yeah, we're going to be a little slower, but I'd prefer it if people who put in work on stuff, intellectual properties here in the US and in the West and in Europe, I would prefer it if they can make a living as well. Real scary to be an American. Crime is legal now. It is legal if you made enough money to do it. Yes, very much so. Although, I guess to be fair, that's kind of been an argument that people have made for a long time regarding people who work in a house that is white and a Congress that is also near the house that is white. Quote, the federal government can both secure Americans' freedom to learn from AI and avoid forfeiting our AI lead to the PRC by preserving American AI models' ability to learn from copyrighted material. In their policy recommendations, OpenAI made it clear that it thinks funneling as much data as possible to AI companies, regardless of rights holders' concerns, is the only path to global AI leadership. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Okay, but this is so much shameless now. Yeah, fuck rights holders. Yeah, fuck artists. fuck musicians and fuck filmmakers and fuck writers of books and fuck people who write articles. If you make anything ever, you gotta hand it over to OpenAI free of charge. I bet they don't even want to watch the ad. I bet they use an ad blocker. I bet the AI uses an ad blocker when it goes to a website to copy all of its contents to train on it. I'm pretty sure they don't even give people AdSense money. I'm pretty sure they don't even give me the 0.0001 US cent from watching my YouTube shorts. OpenAI asks Trump for more legal protections. Some of these laws, OpenAI warned, are modeled after strict European Union laws that OpenAI claimed the federal government should reject replicating due to alleged limits on innovation. Altogether, the patchwork of laws, quote, could impose burdensome compliance requirements that may hinder our economic competitiveness and undermine our national security, end quote, since they will likely be harder to enforce against Chinese companies. Yeah, that seems about right. Quote, you gotta crack a few artists to win the AI omelet contest. I mean, but the issue is it's not just a few artists, it's all the artists. Every single one. Every single one. Well, it's pretty spooky. I'll go ahead and post this one into the Tech Computers channel on Discord. Okay. I am done with this article, I think. I believe I had one more. I guess there was this one. I don't think I want to read it now. I spent too much time on that AI one. Pope Francis says, war is absurd. Let's disarm the earth. He's trying to do the thing that they did in The Simpsons, where Lisa used the monkey's paw to wish for world peace, and then everybody killed all their weapons, and then the aliens came. Which leads us perfectly into this final article. Who cares about artists? There's too many of them anyways. Get a real job. Yes. Who needs inspiration and happy times and comedy and drama and horror books when the AI can make it all for us? We could just pay the AI to make it. We'll pay the AI to steal it from real artists and then make it better. Final article from Houston Chronicle by Nick Powell on March 17th, 2025. A new documentary argues that aliens are real. I'm convinced. Oh, should we listen to the AI narration? 6 minutes into the screening of the UFO documentary, the audience reacted audibly. Okay, I mean, if you... this is quite the hook that I think this is AI generated, so... Let's go look. Let's go check. What's the other article? The other website? AI... Fuck, what was it called? I think I still have it here. Fuck. Detect. Where'd it go? My resolution here on my primary monitor is too big. Where did we go? What? Oh no, I don't have it here. These sites that I can paste the text into to determine if it was AI generated. I gotta keep track of these guys. Copy leaks, that's what it was. Copy leaks. Okay, there we go. Maybe what we should do is make a website. There's not enough text. More text needed. We should do a thing that a browser plugin that pops up if it reads that the content of the page is 10% or higher AI generated, and then we will group it with the cat task force plugin. 6 minutes into the screening of the UFO documentary, the audience reacted audibly. Quote, "I have seen with my own eyes non-human crafts and non-human beings." Jay Stratton, the former director of the Pentagon's UAP task force, had just said on the screen. A collective gasp, the kind that follows a shocking plot twist in a horror flick, rang through Austin's Paramount Theater. Evidently, the attendees at this South by Southwest premiere of The Age of Disclosure were not UFO true believer wackos. True believers would not have been moved by this stunning revelation because, well, duh. But then, director Dan Farah didn't make this documentary just for the true believers. I think this is also part of what Les Stroud is trying to do with the Big Feats series? Movie? I forget. He's making a thingy. He did say, which I respect a lot, that he's not trying to make it for the believers. The believers already believe. He's trying to make it for the people who are non-believers or have no strong opinions, and then by the end, at least, they will say at the very least, huh, that's interesting. So I think that's definitely the way to target these kinds of things if it's not just conspiratoid stuff. Also, serious privacy concern. There was something like, that it reads if it's AI detected content. Because auto-reading all pages all the time is spooky. I guess that's true. But, to be fair, people should, of their own accord, compartmentalize what they do on which browser. Easy peasy. Easy clap. I think that's actually one of the things that kind of concerns me. I assume, based off my knowledge, that it's getting much more, I guess we would call it like a mentally... It requires more mental upkeep or maintenance to go about your daily day today compared to pre-internet times. Because if you want to be as, I guess let's call it a proficient human. If you want to be a proficient human today, you kind of have to know a little bit about internet privacy, about how your phone works, about not clicking on sussy links or sussy apps or going to sussy websites. I think pre-internet and pre-smartphone times particularly, a lot of the information you kind of, because like if I have to imagine what it would have been like being a college student prior to smartphones, I would just have to look up like the weather and the transportation issues and traffic stuff on the internet normally on a computer, or the news would tell me, and it would just be like a localized area. And then I guess if you're like a farmer, you would mostly just need like the manual for like your equipment. You would need your resources for your seeds and your how to get rid of pests and stuff like that, and your automobile. So yeah, I imagine it's definitely gonna require much more. You're exposed to so much more complexity day to day, says Emoto in chat. I think that's part of the reason why I've been relying so much on looking up stuff on using Perplexity. But I hate that I assume most people don't tell the AI to cite its sources and then click on the actual links. Like I click on this, I can read all this. I click on this, and I sometimes same page. Take me to something place somewhere else. Here, I click on this and I read all this sometimes if I really need to know what I'm reading. But I don't think most people do that. Or maybe that's just the people who I see interact on the internet, and they just so happen to be the retards who just take this at face value, and that's their entirety of their research and their knowledge, without clicking on their sources. It's kind of spooky to me that where were we? Kind of spooky that we require so much more mental capacity, and yet, like that first article we read, where everybody's getting more stupider. I think I killed it. Whatever. Rippy dippy. Okay. The director didn't make this documentary just for true believers. He approached the subject with journalistic rigor, interviewing 34 senior members of the U.S. government, people in the military, intelligence, and science. Which is what we should always be doing, ideally. All those people testified about their direct knowledge that intelligent life exists outside of our planet. Many in the Austin audience, it seemed, were shocked. Perhaps even persuaded that our federal government could harbor earth-shattering secrets about non-human intelligence. What if all of this was just deep fakes? Whoa. I wasn't one of the people who gasped. I'm not certain that there's life on other planets, but I've had a healthy fascination with the possibility ever since Elliot and E.T. levitated through the sky on a bicycle, and I've been frustrated by the lack of serious attention that the question has received. Could this be the film that changes the way that we talk and think about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the way we in the media cover it? What is this movie? I want to see it now. The Age of Disclosure. When will this be on Netflix so that I can access it? Oh, here we go. Here's the IMDb. It's the White House. When is this? Okay, go away. 2025. What's the release? Where do I watch this? I guess we'll do... If I click on this, does it give me the date? Oh, March 9th. I guess we're just... What the heck was that? I guess we're just technically waiting for it to be on a... distributed on a platform or something? Where and when? Where to watch? I guess it was here in this Forbes article. This does not answer the question. Okay, I'll check later. Humanity's Greatest Secret. The documentary blew me away. I think it has the potential to do for UAPs what AI... Well, AI... Oh no! We gotta fix this, guys. We gotta fix this. What Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth did for climate change. Don't a bunch of people shit on the Inconvenient Truth now? What AI Gore's Inconvenient Truth did for climate change to reframe an issue dismissed as niche science into a national security issue worth intense scrutiny and public debate. Ask Chippity about Man Bear Pig. I'm pretty sure I know what it's gonna give me. It's gonna give me some South Park Man Bear Pig pictures. Okay, well, I guess I don't want to read this article because I want to watch this movie now. Let me add this to my movie list. Fuck. The Age of Disclosure. Sure. Here's my movies. What the heck? Spooky movies. This isn't a big feast, but this is Aliens, so we'll do that. Bye. Then, okay. I will watch that on my own time later. The best part of Man Bear Pig is the pig part. The pigger is ready. Okay. Well, those are all the articles I had. I still gotta finish this guy. I'm not sure what the last word is still, but I am a little hungry, so I will go take a break. And I guess I will go play with the kitties a bit while we are there. So, we shall return in a couple minutes. Try not to be abducted by aliens. And try not to have your thoughts stolen by Jippity. We will be back pretty soon. trying to mull over what the heck this word is, and I do not know. I am at a loss for words. I was thinking it could have been maids, but A does not go in the second slot. Okay. We have the letters S, A, I, A-I, S-A-I-M is what we have. What? Come here. Maybe what I should do is when I forget to plug in my camera, I should probably use my phone as an IP camera so we can watch patches. Come here. She's not even looking at me. Come here. Oi. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put you. What happened? You got something to say? Go ahead, say it. Come on. What's up? What happened? Now you're shy all of a sudden? Come back in. What's up? What happened? What happened? Wow, as soon as I bring her over to the mic, she stops talking. What the heck? She's trolling. Oh, what? Come back. Okay, so it's not maids. What? Okay, hang on. I think I know what she wants. Oh, what's that? What's that? Okay, I think I bought a couple minutes. This word is going to absolutely massacre me. I'm suspecting perhaps there are 2 A's, but I am not entirely convinced. My vocabulary is failing me at this point in time. Asmia. No. Fuck. I don't think I'm gonna get this. I think no matter how hard I try, I'm not gonna get it. The game hates me. Okay, I need to stop looking at the words that the letters that I do have. I need to look at the words that the letters that I don't have. Because it could be something that I haven't used yet. G. Gisma. Gimsa. D. Mid-as. Midas. Midsa. J. Jimsa. Jim-as. That's a word, right? No. If I got this, I deserve 5 bajillion bitcoins. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. I don't think any of that time away from this and reading all those articles helped me at all. I think I just delayed the inevitable. Unfortunately. A. S. I. There was a word that did work, but I forgot what it was. But I guess if it's a word that I don't know that would fit and would meet the criteria of having all of these letters, I just wouldn't know at all. Oh, hi, Akira. When did you get in here? Yes, it's been a pretty good stream so far. I went on very many tangents when reading an AI article. How are you today? Hopefully better than me trying to guess this last letter. I don't think it's gonna happen. You just woke up, your schedule is upside down. That's so weird because typically my schedule is like I would have woken up maybe, what time is it? It's 10. I would have woken up a couple hours ago, but for this week I have to make an adjustment a little bit, so I'm waking up at normie hours like a normie, unfortunately. Oh, also you did a thing. Let me see if I can play that. Where did it go? You did a thingy wingy.
Okurin just subscribed.
Yes, I saw you subscribed. Thank you for your Prime sub. I appreciate it. And that was way louder than I thought it would be. Oh no, I almost deafened myself. That's okay. You don't like waking up at normie hours? Yeah. I'm in the weird spot where like I can just work whenever, so it doesn't matter when I wake up, but I would still rather. Sigma? Paul Adams says Sigma. No, Estes didn't go first, yeah. That would have been funny if it was Sigma. But the bad part about normie hours is everybody's awake and there's a bunch of cars outside. And normie hours are cringe. Typically I do like true gamer hours. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. What if it's Figma? What if it's... What the heck? You already gave up? What? What happened? Okay. I think if I don't get this, I have to go spend time with Patches, so that would be the end of the stream. And if I do get it, maybe I get to do something else. What? We could. There are so many Hello Kitty episodes that I have yet to watch. I have not watched in forever. The last time I watched was when we did the previous unboxing, like last year. And then we watched some Kuromi episodes, I think. Hello Kitty and Friends. And Friends, I think there's like a whole new season since then. But I also still have to finish Mega Man 69. Mega Man Legends. So if she falls asleep and she gets to be quiet and comfy and relaxed, then I'll probably do that. But we gotta do this first. I don't know what this word is. I also thought it could have been males, but the A doesn't go in the second slot. Also, there's no L, actually. There's no L. Maids. That's what I thought earlier then. Maigs. Mais. Dimas. Mimas. Yeah, it's pretty small because there's just 4 things. No, well, you can see the bottom word, but the other ones are too small. I wish there were a way I could isolate just the last one, but unfortunate. Yeah, if it were regular Wordle, then you would be able to see it. It would take up this entire thing, but it's Wordle, so there's 4. No, unfortunately it's not Sigma. We thought about that, but S cannot go in the first slot. S to go somewhere else, unfortunately. It's Kimas. It's the poor man's Christmas. I don't think I'm getting this. I think we're cooked. It literally is all Joker. Mista? Nope. Also, there's no T, so there's no Mista. I'd say asthma. Yeah, I thought I did try to do this, but it wouldn't have worked. What happened? What's the mattress? Where's the mattress? Ow. Okay, well, unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to lose here, and then I guess that means I get to go play with patches instead. Wait, what? I've only been live for 3 hours? Oh my god, I felt like so much longer. What? Yeah, she definitely wants to go hunt some toys, so I gotta go do that with her. I don't think I'm getting this. What? What is it, Patches? Tell me the word. You know the word. You're keeping your secrets from me. What is it? Is I don't know. I don't know. What? What happened? What? What? What happened? What happened? Come here. Come here. What? What? I don't know if you guys can hear. I put the mic closer, but I don't know if she's loud enough. What happened? I'm sure it's coming through if you have your earphones in. My kittens will do the same when they realize I'm awake. Yeah, I think, well, she's pretty young, and so I think she still just likes a lot of attention. And right now I think she's in the mood to play. So I'm gonna try to finish this up real quick so I can go play with her. The problem is sometimes she gets a little rough and she starts biting and scratching my arm. But that's okay. Her little tiny baby claws can't do nothing. James. Slide into the DMs. What? Come here. Slide into the Gizma. Into well, whatever this word is, I just don't know it. I have to assume I don't know what the word is. And I suspect still that one of these words is repeated. One of these letters is repeated. Mimsa? Misma? I don't know. I'm literally tortured by this. Why are we here? Just to suffer? Magics. Magus. Yeah, so this is a play on Wordle. So for Wordle, just do a regular game here, I guess. I haven't played Wordle in a while. Wordle is there's a 5-letter word, and you gotta guess what the word is. And then this is just basically a scaled up. You have 4 words at a time you gotta do. So let's say we try point. So the letter N is in the word. None of these others are in there. Oh my goodness, none of those letters are in the word. Bikes. There's an N and there's an E in the word. So basically, we have to find if it's in the correct spot, it would be a green, more greener color. And so in this case, because this word is valor, we got the R earlier, and we know that this is in the correct spot, and we know that all of these other letters are in the word, but in a different spot. And so we have 4 letters here, but none of them are in the correct spot. And this is my last guess, because I was on this bottom left. I was being stupid. I guessed loner, and then rover, and then sober. So I wasted at least 2 potentially good guesses. If I hadn't done this, I might have had enough to still win and get the top left, but I only have 1 guess left, and I would rather guess this bottom right because I have more letters. But you know what? Let me switch up the tactic. Let's see if I can get the top left word. Yeah, I did get there, but at what cost? Items. Could it be items? No, there's no S. There's no M. There's no E. Guitar. Get it. Fuck. And they have to be real words, so so I'm just memeing when I'm saying and get it. And the guitar. It would okay. I would literally actually be a god if I got the top left word with only 2 letters that I know. Kit. Kitty? Okay, it has to be. I have to. I'm hedging my bets. Fuck! No! What the fuck? It's Diddy? No way. A miss? The bottom right word was a miss. I guessed Kitty, but it was Diddy for top left. Oh no. It should have been Kitty. Why would you do this to me? This game. I guess I'll save this. Or hang on a second. Oops. You guys didn't see nothing. Didn't see nothing. Okay, thankfully nothing bad was there. I don't actually know what that does. Does it save the actual entire thing? The heck is this? What? Okay, so this is what this is the image that it saved and that it gave me. It gave me a file that contains this. What is this? What am I looking at? What is this? Okay, that's not what I want. Let me grab this. Yeah, it did look like the Matrix. The Matrix of Diddy. Okay, I'm gonna post this on the Discord. You guys can see. Look at how fucked up that is. Unfortunate. Okay. Did that. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think this is what the intended file was supposed to look like. Okay. Whatever, weirdo. Well, I guess we lost, but I guess that means they get to go play with patches. But before we do go, I do want to watch one episode of Hello Kitty, one of the Kuromi episodes. What the heck? They're putting out other versions now. Look, they have a German version, a French version, Spanish, Italian. Well, I guess this is one good way to practice my German. I could just watch these. But for now, we'll just do the English one. Okay, that's what I'll add on to my things. We'll do... We can do... Learn, practice... German with Hello Kitty. Easy. More stream activities is always fun. Yeah, the French version I'm pretty sure is gonna sound a little fucky. Let's actually listen to one here. Why don't they give... Oh no, they spam released all these other languages and I gotta scroll all the way down to get to the English. Where's the English? Oh no. Oh, okay, here, I found one. Let's do this guy. And then we'll start with the French one just to see what that sounds like. What if we watch all the language options at the same time synced up? I think there's already enough insanity going on in this country that we can bypass that for now. Maybe that'll be like a torture. Okay, let's see. So this is the French version of Kuromi et la passion du cinéma. Let's see what this sounds like. I do not have high hopes. He sounds French. Do you hear that? You hear that humming? His humming sounds French. Look at that. I can hear the shape of his tongue is French-like based off his humming. You hear that?
Alors, que se passe-t-il? Quelqu'un m'a promis un film, hein?
Exactement. Ma nouvelle invention est une
Exact.
meilleure alternative pour être dans le film.
Ça chatouille.
Et le tremblement, c'est normal?
Well, I understood that part. He did say, is this normal? Is this supposed to happen? Again, I'm curious now. I want to watch this one in English. Where is it? I gotta scroll down even further to find the English version. Let's see. Kuromi Cinema. Actual French. Yeah, I imagine they would hire legitimate French actors, voice actors and stuff. Oh, this is a two-parter. Oh, fuck. Ah! I don't want to get copy striked, so let's go here. Okay. Kuromi's Movie Madness Part 1. See, look, I can tell that his humming there, he was in the French version he was humming. In the English good version he was thinking. See? The French are all lackadaisical and they're just digging around. The English, they think.
What's the holdup? Somebody promised me a movie.
Indeed! My new Thrillerama process is the next best thing to actually being in the movies.
It tickles.
Are we supposed to be flickering? Test subjects, I salute you.
Test subjects? Oh my god.
Quivering quotation marks!
This, so far, this is reminding me of an episode of Regular Show. Just like wacky shit going on.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Was that supposed to happen?
Wicked. Did Choco Cat project us into an actual movie?
If he
Maybe they're gonna be an inception here. What the heck? Cats should have been the ruling species on Earth, and we should have been their pets. Well, technically, depending on your perspective, we technically are the pets of kitties. The kitties live in houses, and we just happen to be allowed in here by the kitties. Wasn't there a meme that I'm pretty sure it's just a stupid internet myth that the Egyptians view cats as superior, or is that just an internet meme? Please cite your sources. That's why we have to. Oh fuck! What the heck? That's why we. That's why when we go to work or leave the house, we always come back. Always come back to our masters, the gods. The ancient Egyptians did indeed view cats as superior beings, not just as an internet meme. Yes, the Egyptians definitely saw cats more. The ancient Egyptians definitely saw cats more than just memes on the internet, that's for sure. Cats held a highly esteemed position in ancient Egyptian society, culture, and religion. They were prized for their ability to hunt. I guess that makes sense. They want to protect their grains and stuff from their limited water. They were prized for their ability to hunt rodents, snakes, and scorpions, protecting food supplies and human health. Cats were associated with various deities, most notably Bastet, the goddess of fertility, domesticity, and protection. They were believed to carry divine energy within them. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was punishable by death, highlighting their sacred status. When a family cat died, owners would shave their eyebrows as part of the mourning process, demonstrating the deep emotional connection. I ever heard about that one. Cats were mummified and buried in dedicated cemeteries, with some even placed in limestone coffins, indicating their importance in both life and death. Cats were frequently depicted in Egyptian art, including tomb paintings and statues showcasing their cultural significance. The Egyptians' devotion to cats went beyond mere affection. They were seen as embodiments of divine protection and were integral to religious practices. This reverence was so strong that during the Battle of Pelusium in 525 BCE, Persian forces exploited it by using cats as shields, knowing the Egyptians would not risk harming them. Based. While it's important to note that Egyptians did not worship cats per se, they did believe cats possessed divine qualities and treated them with the utmost respect and admiration. This historical reverence for cats in ancient Egypt far surpasses the playful notion of cat superiority often seen in internet memes today. Okay, that's basically our history. That's why cats are the owners of the house. Even they loved cats. Yes, I guess, yeah. Well, I guess what I heard wasn't just a meme. The worst Windows view. Oh, the shake thing. Yeah, the I always do that so much accidentally. I am very thankful that I have not done that and had an oopsie moment on stream, because that would have been spooky. Would have been super spooky. We're slowly returning to ancient Egypt. Yeah, we're returning to ancient Egypt and the burning of the Library of Alexandria. That's where we're returning to.
Make this into an actual movie?
If he did, you better hang on.
What do you mean, hang on? Huh? Whoa!
It literally is Inception. Look, they copied Inception.
Oh, come on.
Oh, they're going. Oh fuck no! I misclicked. They're going into a blue portal? What?
Oh, goody! We're in a musical now.
Oh no, a music. The last musical I watched was not a movie.
First one down the staircase gets to pick the next movie. As long as we can get out of here before someone tries to make me sing a show tune. Nope, not happening.
Wow, they prepared the musical set for her and she said, nope. Trump has made me such a gamer. It's basically all I do now to escape reality. I mean, that's probably a better way of spending one's time than in America today.
Typical Bats Maru.
Oh my goodness. He's Charlie Chaplin.
But we're in quite a situation here.
Oh, don't worry. I bet they made clock hands really strong back in the old days.
I guess his time ran out. That's actually where they're gonna end the episode. Wow, what the heck? And you know what? That's where we're gonna end the stream. We'll watch the next part on the next stream. Because I gotta go play with the kitties. As far as you know, he's probably dead. But there's no way of knowing. Let me see if I can find... She's kind of quiet right now, so let me see if I can find the part 2. Where the heck did the channel go? Let's do part 2. Okay, here's part 2. What the heck? Oh, that link looks so weird. It's like so long for no reason. Okay, part 2. Does he live or
My
die?
new Thrillerama process is the next best thing to actually being in the movie. Did Choco Cat project us into an actual movie?
We're in a musical now.
What the heck? He's playing Assassin's Creed. What the heck? He can't do...
Jumpin' jelly beans. Did you see that?
He's not
It's
Cuphead.
fascinating.
He can't do
Players
that.
have limited control over the movies they are jumping into.
Oh ho! Then I know exactly where he's going next. That's Maru's favorite movie ever. Fly Hard.
Fly hard? Oh.
Jump into the movies. We'll have a few laughs. Huh? Hey, I didn't.
Rip.
No, anything but this.
We could have had a Alan Rickman and Hello Kitty, but they blue balled us.
The time has come to dance.
She's a Nazi?
Come, waltz with your dark queen.
You pulled me out of the greatest movie of all time for Sugar Sweethearts Forever?
Heck, she's floating.
Sorry, I'm off the menu. I have to give the spooky lady the slip before things got dicey.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, that's showing her.
Almost there. Maybe I'd bitten off more than I could chew this time. No doubt she'd be back to even up the score.
That's Maru. You just had to go and ruin my favorite movie moment.
Wait a second. Oh, she's gonna kill him!
Just when I was ready for my close-up.
Hey! You're messing with a really old film, Kuromi. It's gonna break.
They're dead! Oh no!
Whee! Let's go again. Yeah, I've got a certain cliffhanger to settle.
I better iron out some of the hiccups first. Next time, Kuromi, go easy on the drama. I mean, it's only a movie.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a fan.
Well, unfortunately, she didn't get to kill him. But at least she did do some of her unlimited power. This is pretty good. Pretty good pose there. But unlucky. She almost sucked. Yeah, she did. I mean, to be fair, she does have a crush on him. That is the lore. Look her tail. She's sad. Look, she's happy here. 'Cause she's about to do some killing.
I'm off the menu.
Now she's sad.
I have to get.
How'd she get into this movie though? She didn't go through the portal. She just teleported to the other side. Unlucky. Even with all her powers, she didn't get to do shit. But yeah, that was pretty. It did remind me of a regular show when shit starts going wacky and crazy. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you to my 2 current subscribers, Emotes and Akira. Thank you very much. I hope you guys had fun. Where's my music? Oh. Good luck, have fun, don't die, don't be stupid. Try not to swallow your tongue. Try not to suck your own dick. And as always, No, you gave it away. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Wait, what the heck? It sent me to the wrong chat. It was supposed to be here on Twitch too. Okay, hang on. Okay, there. That time I sent it to both. Okay, but yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Take care.